Hello, lovely human. Welcome to the Little Flower. So for this reading, the prompt that came through is you are a natural beauty. How can you tap into and embody the beautiful essence of who you are? So I firmly believe beauty is a natural essence. It is not limited to physical features. It is something that comes through you, and it is something that we all have. And so if you've ever felt insecure about the way you look, and you probably have if you're human, this is for you. This is to help you just tap into the beauty of who you are and to know how to tap into that beauty. Because I think sometimes we all just focus so much on physical features that we don't recognize what true beauty really even is. And why do we have an obsession with beauty? It's so interesting. Just all of the plastic surgery that happens, and like we're so focused on beauty and the physical form of it that the natural essence of it gets overlooked. And I don't know, I just felt called to do this reading to help you tap into your natural beauty. And I'm also doing a sister transmission with this reading. So the transmission itself is going to help you align to that inner essence of beauty of who you are. So that will be posted a few days after I post this reading. So there will be a link down below, or you could subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be reminded of when I post so you don't miss that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I've got 4 beautiful flowers to choose from. We have a tiger lily in group 1, a red clover in group 2, an aster in group 3, and a beautiful giant daylily in group number 4. Pick the group that's calling you in, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to the Little Flower. For today's reading, the prompt that came through is you are a natural beauty. How can you tap into and embody the beautiful essence of who you are? So I believe we all are beautiful. We all have natural beauty held within us. It's not limited to physical features. Natural beauty can be expressed in any and all physical features. And I just want to do a short and sweet little reading to help remind you of your natural beauty. We are also doing a sister transmission for this. So it is an energy healing, a Reiki transmission. I use my voice as well. I channel messages during that. If you feel called to it, there will be a link down below. I'm posting it a few days after this reading. So hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, and you will be reminded of when it is posted. If you haven't been here, I am Krista, and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature. So let's get into it. You chose group number 1 with the tiger lily. I'm going to put this right up here. And the tarot deck that you chose is called Tarot Flora. And I'm pulling 5 cards today. So we have 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Oh, that's cool. We have the Moon as your center card. We have the Knight of Cups. This is such a love reading. Oh my God. Page of Wands. Okay. Wow. I feel like I feel like you're very attractive. And also we have 3 of Cups here, which is about community and celebration and being around your loved ones. This is so interesting. And 2 of Cups is about partnership, unity. Knight of Cups can be about romance. Page of Wands is about inspiration, new life. And then we have the Moon, which is very interesting in the middle of this beautiful light energy. And the Moon is about something hidden, something unseen. And I think you've forgotten just how beautiful you are and just how worthy you are of the relationship that you want, the friendships that you want. And I'm feeling like, I'm not saying not all of you, that might not resonate with all of you, like the you've forgotten feeling, but it kind of feels like there's a part of you that wants to emerge. It's this social butterfly, this lighthearted, this effervescent, this free spirit, this like showy energy where you feel really good in your body and in your spirit and in your soul, and you feel good around other people, and you want to like show yourself off. You want to go out into public, and you want to be present and be connected. And it kind of feels like this part of you is ready to emerge. Like even with the lobster being in the water here, it's like this part of you that is so connected and so confident and so knowing of who you are within the greater context of community and your loved ones. It's like there's a rebirth happening within that, within how you relate to others and how you're walking through the world and how you're expressing yourself and being seen. And you're ready. You're ready to be seen. With all of these lotus flowers and these lilies here, lily pads, it feels, I wonder if you've been on a long journey of like moving through darkness or clearing out energies in your being that took some shadow work. And it feels like you've opened up this pathway for new growth and even new love to come in. I keep wanting to say you're ready, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. If you don't feel like you're ready, you're wrong. There's something you're not seeing. You are so ready. And all you have to do is put yourself out there, and not even in any scary way. It's just like it's more of a feeling of all you have to do is do it. Like, allow yourself to be seen, and you'll realize in that moment, like, oh, I am ready for this. Like, this does feel natural. I am ready to be seen. I am ready to be loved. I am ready to be open, more open. I am ready to be connected. I am ready for this new era of my life where I'm more open-hearted and where I'm more receptive and connected to others and a part of things, a part of a greater whole. There's something, and even with the Page of Wands, I feel like that's you. Like, you're inspired in that place and you feel renewed in that place. And it feels like a renewal of your relationship to humanity in a way, like to community. Like, you're re-emerging from a place of darkness into the light, and it's like a remembrance. Like, oh yeah, like your soul knew that you were supposed to be in that place. Now I'm seeing an infinity sign. It feels so harmonious and beautiful and infinite and open and free and balanced. You are ready. You are ready. I want to make sure I'm aligned to the intention of the reading. So you are a natural beauty. How can you tap into and embody the beautiful essence of who you are? Yes, okay. So when I first pulled this first card, the Three of Cups, I saw people around you seeing your beauty, witnessing your beauty and uplifting it and being so grateful to be in the presence of it. And literally the answer to this question is go out and be around people. Go out and be joyous. Go out and be seen. That's literally the answer, because the more you're seen, the more we need the reflection of others, like other positive reflections upon us who see us for who we really are. And we need that sometimes to be reminded of who we really are. So there are people out there that you're meant to spend some time with that are going to remind you of your true natural essence, your true natural beauty, and that's what you're being called to. So that is your message, group number 1. If you feel called to that energy healing transmission, that sister transmission to this reading, it will be listed down below. I hope I see you over there, but otherwise, I am honored by your presence, and I'll see you in another one. Thank you. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment. A sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the Infinite Prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended Infinite Prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single Infinite Prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Harken. my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to the Little Flower. The prompt that came through for today's reading is you are a natural beauty. How can you tap into and embody the beauty or the beautiful essence of who you are? So these are going to be short and sweet readings. I just felt called to remind you of your beauty. So let's get into it. You chose group number 2 with the Red Clover. Red Clover is actually really good for like feminine energy. It's good for hormones, like feminine hormones. You can make a tea out of it. So I'm really just getting a beautiful feminine energy from this Red Clover and a potent medicine. Maybe like you're a potent medicine for people. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get into your cards. We're just pulling 5 cards from the Muse Tarot for your group today. And you have, ooh, beautiful Ace of Materials or Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Page of Materials. I mean, ultimately right now, you're in a brand new, you're in a new beginning. You are the page, and the Ace of Materials is this new material reality. So let's keep going. Wow, and you have the Knight of Materials. Whoa, holy earth element. You have the Two of Materials, the Two of Pentacles, and lastly you have the Ten of Swords. So we're in a new beginning. Ten of Swords is about endings, painful endings at that. This is interesting. I'm wondering if you have been identifying yourself, like your identity has in the past or in the recent past been wrapped up in like an ending you've been walking through. It feels like an old cycle, and even just the way she's kind of like this energy's like kind of stuck in her being in this imagery. It feels like you're moving away from old self concepts that were wrapped up in like some wounding. So this kind of relates to me in a weird way, like not in a weird way, but I can relate to this. I have had to go through deep shadow work experiences where I question my identity even, I question who I was because of the stuff I had to process that maybe came through my ancestral line or, stuff from my childhood. And sometimes the ending itself can be traumatic and can leave this imprint. And it's like that in itself. Oh, wow. And we did talk about the medicine of the Red Clover. But it's like shadow work is the medicine, but sometimes walking through the shadow has some unraveling afterwards as well that we have to do. Like the healing experience itself is a little bit traumatic. So it's like we go through the healing experience, we process what we needed to process, but that was so intense that our nervous system needs to rebalance out and we need to reground ourselves into who we are. That's the feeling. So I wonder if you've been coming from a phase where you've been wrapped up in some, darker or heavier energies, and now you're coming into the light. And so it just feels like this, especially with this new beginning energy, Page of Materials, it is like it's like you're relearning how to be who you truly are again. You're relearning how to embody your light, beautiful, pure essence again. And that can be a little scary, but I love that the Knight of Pentacles is here and it's in the center because this is a slow and steady wins the race. I love this Knight of Pentacles though. It's so interesting that this horse in particular is running. They're never running on the Knight of Pentacles card. So I see you. I don't know. I see you having done the work and gotten yourself to like walked through that Knight of Pentacles energy where you slowly and steadily regained your sense of knowing of who you truly are in essence. And you're at that point where the Knight of Pentacles gets to start being like, start being the knight, running, bursting free and feeling steady in your freedom and in your freedom and knowing of who you are. Two of Pentacles is about finding balance in lots of different elements. And in this context, I'm seeing you finding harmony in all the different sides of who you are and knowing that in some times of your life, you're going to be experiencing certain energies and walking through certain energies and expressing yourself in a certain way. And then in other times of life, it is time to be joyous and overflowing and full of love, and to let that love pour out into the world around you. And I see you entering into that new beginning. I see you entering into, this feels very foundational. It feels like I know who I am, and I will never be shaken. I know, like, I feel rooted. It feels like it's deeply anchored in the core of your being, in the core of the earth, and there's no moving, so you can fly free and still feel grounded. That is the era you're moving into in your life. And so if there is an answer to the question, how can you embody the truest essence of your beauty? I feel like first of all, I feel like you're doing it, and then you're doing a beautiful job. I don't know if you need to be told that, because maybe this has been a hard journey, a long journey, and a painful ending, but you're doing a beautiful job of regaining your sense of inner knowing. And it's only a matter of time before it feels so rooted that you don't have to question anything. You don't have to try anymore. It just is. You know who you are. You're confident in the world. You're confident in your body. You're confident in your self-identity, and nothing can shake you. I feel like it's only a matter of time. So keep doing, like, I just want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing, because before you know it, you're going to be embodied in that beautiful essence of who you are. And you're going to, and I heard not take it for granted. I wonder if maybe in the past you just felt confident in who you are, and you felt rooted and solid, and you've had to go through this thing that maybe shook you up. And this time it's like, I'm not going to take this for granted. I'm going to honor my sense of rootedness in myself. And I'm going to, like, I keep seeing, like, something I do is I do like EFT tapping, but also I exercise. I do things that get me in my body and that regulate my nervous system. And I feel like I see you doing that moving forward. Like, you being able to access your natural beauty is all in your nervous system and just regulation. And I see you doing that. Like, I don't even, like, this is just all confirmation, because I really don't see you. You're doing an amazing job. Keep regulating, keep trusting in who you are, keep moving forward, keep taking risks in little ways where you feel called to take risks, but ultimately you've got this. So you are so beautiful, you are so amazing, and in all of your energies. Again, with that Two of Pentacles, I feel like when you're at your lowest, you're just as beautiful as when you're in this rooted, grounded place, and you're beautiful no matter what. You've always been beautiful. You've never not been beautiful. So in all hills and valleys of your life, in all eras of your life, you are beautiful. So, all right. Thank you so much, group number 2. I am honored by your presence. Again, I am doing that sister transmission to this reading. It will be based off of these readings. I'm doing it right after this. It will be listed down below, or it will just post in a few days. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to like, comment, or drop a flower emoji if you enjoyed your time. As always, I am honored by your presence, and I hope I see you over in Patreon or in another reading. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment, a sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new pick a flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the infinite prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended infinite prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single infinite prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to the Little Flower. The prompt that came through for today's reading is, you are a natural beauty. How can you tap into and embody the beautiful essence of who you are? So I wanted to jump on here real quick and give you a little bit of a boost of knowing just how beautiful you are. I believe we are all beautiful. Beauty is an essence, not a physical feature. It expresses itself in all physical features, but it is ultimately an essence that we all carry within ourselves. And I want to give you a message to help you tap into that. We are also doing a sister activation to this reading. So inspired by these readings, I am doing an energy healing transmission. I use my voice, I use affirmations, I use Reiki in that. That will be posted that'll be posted a few days after I post this reading. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to be reminded of when I'm posting, or it will be listed in the description box below if you feel called to it. But let's get right into your reading. You chose group number 3 with the Aster, one of my favorite little flowers. I just want to show you. Asters are called the stars of the earth. They're named after the goddess Astrea. And it's, I think there's something with Astrea that had to do with like her falling from the sky to the earth and then asters growing where she landed. I might be making that up. It was something like that, but they make me think of the star card in tarot. They're, they just get, they have the energy of hope, of dreams come true, and beautiful, sweet little card or little flower. Let's get into your cards. So the cards, sorry, I feel like I'm rushed in this energy. Like, I wonder if you've been feeling that way, like rushed movement, like let's keep go. And I just want to like pull the energy down. And I want to ask you to take a few deep breaths and just be present in this moment. It could just be me, but maybe it's you too. Let's do it together. Just be present in this moment. And let's get into it. So I pulled 5 cards from the Enchanted Foraxa Tarot. And your first one is the 6 of Wands. Then we have the 5 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. This happened in group number 2. It was all Pentacles. Okay, now we've got a little bit of a relief here. We've got 3 of Cups, 3 of Water, and Ace of Wands. Wow, mostly fire element. And I'm glad we have this 3 of Water though, and it's actually giving me insight into what's going to give you reprieve or relief in your life right now, which is community. 3 of Cups is about community and celebration. 6 of Wands is about celebration too. So there could be something you're celebrating soon. And 3 of Wands in the center here, 3 of Fire, is about expansion. I see you expanding. I see you being seen in all your glory, in all your light. This is interesting though. We have the 5 of Fire here, and she's fighting off a bunch of snakes. So this is feeling like someone who's being seen for all of who they are, who's glowing, who's succeeding. And we're both getting this feeling of people coming in and lifting you up and celebrating you, but also like people wanting a piece of you, or people, like wanting a piece of you, or like there could be, it's making me think of like when you succeed, other people wanting a piece of that success, and you having to really hunker down and root into your being and align to who you are to kind of fend off energies that might, like you might have more energies coming towards you. This is interesting. I see you glowing. I see you shining, being seen. Your life taking on new form or expanding in some way. Like you could have a business that's expanding, growing, succeeding. You could have artwork that's suddenly being admired. Like something you're doing is suddenly being admired by more people. You have more eyes on you. That's the feeling. And you are protected though. Over here, I feel like all of this energy feels connected. But then it feels like there's this 3 of water energy that you move through that gives you this reprieve, that gives you this solace. And it's others who really see your true beauty and you are like, look at them lifting up the shell here. It's like they see what you're offering. They see your truest essence for what it truly is. And they honor it and respect it for what it truly is. And these are the energies you want to focus on. These are the energies you want to let into your world. And they even have all these shells wrapped up in there, like underneath the water for them. And I feel like these are people who all have their own beautiful essence that they've learned to hone. So it's almost like there could be mentors that come in for you on your journey soon that help you see the truest essence of who you are and what you're offering the world, and help you hone in on that. Because over here in this Ace of Wands, there are crows all around you. You're walking through the forest, and there's like the city in the distance and the sunlight in the distance. And you know where you're going, and she even has this fire in her hand, and she knows exactly where she's going, what she's creating. And these crows are protecting her. Crows are protective. You're safe. You're safe to be seen in all your light. If you have any fear around being seen, being open, shining your light, you don't need any fear. You are so protected, and you have the community, you have the people you will have the people you need around you that are going to help you hone in on the light you're shining so it stays bright, it stays pure, it stays protected. So it just seems like a storyline of success, of being overwhelmed a little bit by the amount of attention you're getting or the amount of energies that are suddenly in your life that weren't there before. And then you choosing to expand into what you're being called into. You finding these people who help you hone your talents, hone your gifts, hone who you are. And then you being able to move through the world with your own power and your own light, knowing exactly where you're going, with your eyes set on the horizon, feeling protected, feeling safe, and not ever having to worry about that energy again. I think it's like a learning curve you're going to be going through soon, through a success of something in your life and being seen more. So I'm sorry that's so vague, but I mean, I could come up with so many different examples of how this could express itself, but you'll know what this means in your life. It doesn't have to necessarily even be like a worldly success. It can be, but it could also be like you coming into your own, and you coming into, like, I'm looking up at I have this calendar, and the Queen of Wands is on it right now. And it makes me think of someone who's just coming into their confidence and their light. And it's like people kind of, you're more attractive, so you attract more energies. And it's like you have to adjust and figure out how to navigate it. And then you figure it out. So that's the story. That's the story of what you're going through right now. No matter, I don't know where you are on the journey yet, but just a huge confirmation that you're on the right path. You're always going to find the right people. People are going to be, it's so funny because people are the problem with this 5 of Wands, but people are the solution too. So you'll find the right people. You'll find the right energies to surround yourself with to help you hone your natural gifts, your natural essence, your natural beauty, your natural talents, and to be able to flow within and around it and be in it and express it in a healthy way and feel confident in it and feel accepted in it and loved in it and honored in it. So I mean, that's your message. I hope that made sense. I feel like that was so vague, but that's your message, group number 3. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to like, comment, or drop a flower emoji if you enjoyed your time. Also, please remember that I'm doing that sister transmission right after I do these readings. If you feel called to it, my intention for that is just to help you tap into that natural essence and beauty of who you are. So as always, I'm honored by your presence, and I hope I see you over in Patreon or in another reading soon. Thank you. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment. A sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the Infinite Prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended Infinite Prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single Infinite Prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. So the prompt that came through for this reading is, you are a natural beauty. How can you tap into and embody the beautiful essence of who you are? So this is going to be a short and sweet reading just to remind you of just how beautiful you are. I believe we are all beautiful. It is a natural essence. It expresses itself through all physical forms, all physical features. It is there whether you know it or not, whether you feel it or not. And I'm just going to help you tap into it in whatever way I can, whatever wants to come through here today. So I'm also doing a sister activation to this to deepen into that intention to help you tap into that natural beauty of who you are. So that will be posted a few days after I post this. There will be a link down below, or you can subscribe and hit the bell to be reminded of when I post that. But let's just get into your reading. So you chose this massive Daylily. So daylilies are symbolic. They make me think of the sun card in tarot, just being you in all of your beautiful essence, being unabashed, being unashamed, expressing yourself fully, being too much. You know, it's a beautiful card or a beautiful flower to choose for a reading where we're tapping into your natural beauty. So let's get into your cards though. You chose the Dream, actually it's called the Mystical Dream Tarot. Keep wanting to call it the Dreamscapes Tarot. I wonder if that's a thing. But yeah, so your first card is the Dreamer of Swords, or the Page of Swords. We have the Five of Cups, the Wisdom Teacher, or the Hermit. Ooh, the High Priestess, or the Priestess of Dreams in this deck. And then the Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay. So these cards in particular, the imagery doesn't, I mean, some of it aligns with the traditional tarot, but it's a little different. And I kind of like that because it's, you know, I could take the meaning of the traditional and the imagery and kind of like combine it to make its own meaning. And it's making me think that you might have like an outside of the box kind of beauty, like something that like it takes a certain type of person to appreciate, and that's okay. And it shouldn't hold you back from fully being all of who you are in every scenario, every circumstance that you really feel called to be all of who you are. So yeah, I think ultimately the message that's coming through the most is be all of who you are. Like allow yourself to let it unleash in every series. Like I'm seeing someone, like, okay, say you go into a bank and it's like quiet and reserved in there and everybody's like professional. And so you kind of like shrink a little because you're like, oh, I don't want to be too loud or too, like, it's good to be respectful, of course. But it's like I'm seeing someone kind of like alter their personality based on, I guess, the environment they're in, you know? And this is like an encouragement not to do that. This is an encouragement to be your weird self in every environment. This is an encouragement to be okay that you are someone, when you enter into environments, that you kind of like crack the facade of what's going on in that environment. Like you shake it up. Like you're an outside of the box energy. When someone encounters you, it like makes them think, or it like throws them off course a little bit. And like some people don't like that. Some people are uncomfortable. Like, they don't want to be thrown off course, but they need to be thrown off course, you know? Like, you're that force and we need you in your beautiful essence. Like, I love it. I would be someone who would welcome it. Like, if I'm in a bank and I'm like, oh, it's so stuffy in here. And then like you come in and you're like doing some weird thing, or you have like a weird hat on, or you're like effervescent and flowy and you just like let your energy unfold into the bank energy, I'd be like, whoa, that person's cool. And then like it would make me feel like more comfortable being myself. So there are people, like the people who need your energy are out there. And if you just like shrink and you don't be your full self in certain environments, then they're not going to get that. It's like they'll be okay, but like you just bring so much love and beauty and joy and lightness into the world. And we do need that though. Like we need that. We need to be reminded that life doesn't have to be so serious. And so yeah, like be weird in public. Like that is your main initial message here. Be all of who you are. Take up space. Rock the boat. Like that is your first message. And I haven't even looked at the cards yet. But in the center here, we have the wisdom teacher or the hermit. And this is a card about soul searching. This is a card about knowing who you are apart from all of society. The high priestess is kind of similar. It's about connecting to your intuition and higher knowledge. It's about, you know, being plugged into a higher awareness. And with the Ace of Wands being next to these two cards, you're really being called to act on your higher awareness and your inner knowing in the world around you. You're really being called to make a difference in the world around you with who you are. Your energy is, what's the word? It's like a revolutionary energy. Like you can really change the nature of your community, like change, like the nature of your community. I don't know if that's like a good way to put it, but you're a force to be reckoned with. You can really make change. You're going to piss some people off along the way, is what it feels like. And it also feels like I'm tapping into some sort of hesitation for some reason to activate this energy in your being. Like, you know it's here. You're mastered in it. I mean, the high priestess and the hermit, you guys are masters of your inner world. You're masters of connecting to the divine, connecting to your intuition. And you know what you need to do, like with the Ace of Wands here. Like, you know what actions would need to be taken to make a difference in this world. And there's like a hesitation here. It's interesting. Dreamer of Swords is Page of Swords. It's like it's a newbie energy. I mean, pages are like fresh, like beginner kind of energies. And Swords is air element. It feels like the voice, like speaking or... like speaking something into existence. It feels like speaking through hesitations or speaking through a shaky voice. It might, like, you might feel shaky when it comes to starting to express yourself fully in the world around you in the way you wish to. Five of Cups, what I keep getting from this card, we have these two people praying to this cup. And Five of Cups is typically about disappointment. And that makes sense, though. I mean, if, like, say these people have been devastated or disappointed, maybe they're praying for a better life, or they're praying for something to change, praying for good to come into their world. And I feel like there are people out there that need what you have to offer, and you have a purpose on this planet. And there are people out there who are literally praying for the thing that would be activated on this planet if you were to move forward with like the call on your soul, the call of your voice. I know this is about beauty, but the beauty of who you are is so powerful and world altering. And it's so interesting. It feels like it's just gonna make people uncomfortable sometimes. Not all the time. Like I said, there are people who welcome it and love it and are so grateful and who will join you on your mission, you know? But you have to be, like, moving forward to activate this beauty onto the planet. You have to be comfortable with making others uncomfortable. Because ultimately, these other people, like, it's just, your mission is so much more important than other people's comfort. That's literally the message. It's making me think of, okay, like I saw like a news thing on YouTube about, I think it was in Chicago, I don't know where it was, but or Pennsylvania, where this woman in her neighborhood, she decided to turn her front lawn into a natural garden. She planted flowers instead of a lawn, which is way better for the environment, and it's beautiful. And like the neighborhood was like in an uproar about it. They were pissed off because it wasn't this perfectly manicured lawn. They thought it looked like disheveled and da-da-da, which that's literally what nature is. You know, it's like wild looking. And she ended up winning. I think she ended up being able to keep it. But she had to like go to court or go to like, I don't know, they had to hold like meetings about it. And that's who you are. She's literally just trying to improve her own property. And yes, other people can see it. And it's like, you're just being who you are. And yes, other people can see it. And it's absolutely beautiful in its most wild and pristine and pure nature. And it like disrupts. It's ridiculous, really. It's ridiculous that this is the world we live in. But like, you have to do it. Like, you have to do it. We need you in this energy. So funny. I guess, is there anything else here before we get into I keep wanting to call it the infinite prayer. I call it the infinite prayer on my Patreon. But it's an energy healing transmission. It's a sister transmission to this reading I will do right after your group. But there's something over here that's still not fully, like this Dreamer of Swords. I mean, she looks like, I mean, if you look at this imagery, she's like got like the mother's milk pouring forth from her, like in abundance, in overflow. She's got her, and it's funny because swords is air element, but this is all watery. She's got her trident thing, which makes me think of like Neptune and the power of this is a powerful woman. And she's not even speaking with her voice. She's speaking with her breast milk. It's like a powerful, like, and that's making me think of how like people have been offended that women breastfeed in public. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's natural power, natural sustenance. It's real. It's true. It's so interesting. This is a beautiful reading. I love this reading. But yeah, you have to be all of who you are. We need you there. And it's absolutely fucking beautiful. And it's like, and it's crassness. We love you in all of who you are. So thank you for being you. Be all of who you are. Follow that call of your soul. Like, start out just being you in public spaces and not worrying about it. But there's more here. I feel like you have a mission to, like, you can change the planet. I really think you can. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to like, comment, or drop a flower emoji if you enjoyed your time here. As always, I'm honored by your presence, and I hope I see you over in Patreon or over in that sister transmission when I post it. So thank you. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment. A sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the infinite prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended infinite prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single infinite prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved.